What's up, fellow traders? So they came out strong today, pumping, throwing anything they could at the market, and it didn't gain any traction. That's what I like to see. Volume is definitely drying up heavy up here towards the top. This is definitely the top. 2 weeks ago when I came on Stock Talk and talked about Warren Buffett coming out on that Saturday morning, talking, convincing. I mean, Warren Buffett? I mean, remember he was acting childish, even comparing Chrysler's debt to, Bank of America's debt. And we know that you don't have to convince. Just like if you're an all-star and you hit home runs all the time, people are eventually going to find out. If you're out there constantly trying to, I hit this home run, did you see this home run, did you see this game last week, more than likely they're not an all-star. All-stars don't have to talk. Their actions speak for themselves. And that was a big sign, and I said it, and I still stand behind it. And now we got the pumping. If things were really turning around and the banks were really getting capitalized, they would keep it on the low. Been there, done that. That's why going long right now, in my heart, you're asking for it. If you want to go long, you need to wait, because this market is going to plunge, and it's going to plunge hard. I don't know when, but it's coming. And I want to close tonight out with, I'm not going to show any charts or nothing tonight. We got the Dow back under 8,500. S&P still barely holding on to 900. And NASDAQ will be under 1,700 really soon again. What I found really interesting today is, remember when I cleared my SRS last week and the IYR was down around 30, 50? Remember I said it was going to go back up and retest the 33.75, at least 33? Well, we hit 33.70 today. And why the markets are doing this is because if you think our new trend is going to be from, 14,000 or even 12,000 to 8,000, you are surely mistaking. Our trend now is 6,500 to 8,500, and we are at the top of the trend. You did good if you held this long onto your longs. I wish I held on to a couple more of my longs. I do. I was gambling a little more. I still am. I'm holding all short, and we're definitely getting ready for the fall. I have no doubts, and I am going to feel sorry for who got sucked in. I've been sucked in before too, You look back and go, God, I can't believe I didn't sell there. Done it. We learn from our mistakes. Remember, marathon, not a sprint. I also want to end tonight with these banks issuing shares. If the FAS tracks the Riffin, and Riffin is an index of all these banks and financial stocks, then as they're issuing shares, let's just say Bank of America at $10 a share dilutes their company by 50%, let's say. I don't know how much they diluted it. They're all diluting it. What I think's happening real quick is they're setting up for the big preferred common switchover. And I want to close this out, and I want to hear your comments on this one, because we're dealing with the ETF here at triple times. You know, it has nothing to do with a company. It's just tracking the Riffin, which is tracking companies. So let me get back to the Bank of America scenario. If they're at $10 and they dilute their shares, like they release those shares at $10 by 50%, that means Bank of America would have to move to $15 now for the original shareholders to have the same amount of value in their stock. You follow me? And these companies, all these financial institutions and banks that are issuing shares, their stock's not running up to compensate for the dilution. So this is what I'm getting at here. When's the reset coming? If FAS is tracking the Riffin and Riffin is tracking the banks, and the banks just diluted all their shares, wouldn't the Riffin have to reset now? Which would make FAS reset? Is that what's coming? Pretty interesting. Pretty hard to argue that one, though. I really think they're setting up for going to be a lot of disgruntled investors out there, a lot of beginners that are going to take this one where. But I really want to hear your comments on that, what you guys think about this dilution. And nothing's reset yet. Because as a trader, when you dilute the stock with more shares to get money because you're hurting for money, it just hammers on the stock. I don't care who's supporting it, buying it like you guys are posting. Fine, I understand that. But bottom line, those stocks have to move up the amount of what they diluted in FAS, and the Riffins stay exactly where they're at. You feel me? If they don't, then when's the reset day? When do all these shares these banks are issuing get calculated in the Riffin reset? Good luck.